de Broglie said that if there is a matter moving or consider a particle moving, right? So de Broglie said there is a wave associated with that particle, and de Broglie called that wave as de Broglie wave by his name only. Okay, so here you can see there is a wave and there is a position of particle, right? So if this particle is moving, the wave is associated with this, right? As you can see, there is a wave too, and if there is a wave, of course there are certain other attributes like wavelength. Okay, according to de Broglie, a moving material particle can be associated with a wave, that is, a wave can guide the motion of the particle. So he put an idea. According to that, he said if that particle is moving, wave is associated with it, and that wave can guide the motion of the particle. That means at any instant we can check the position of the particle with the help of that wave. So the wave associated with moving material particle are known as de Broglie waves or matter waves. So we can call them as de Broglie waves or matter waves, one and the same thing. Now we will see in detail what this matter waves are. Is it electromagnetic? Is it mechanical? Is it non-mechanical? Like that. Okay, so now we know that energy of photon is given by E is equal to hc by lambda, right? We have started with this. Energy of each photon is given by h nu, right? And further we put c by lambda instead of nu. So hc by lambda, okay. But according to Einstein's theory, the energy of photon is given by E is equal to mc square. Both are applicable, okay. So when I equate the same, like hc by lambda equal to mc square, c get cancelled, so you get lambda is equal to h by mc. Now you can see this is the mass of the particle, and if that mass or that particle is moving with the speed of light, right? C is speed of light, which is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so that particle is moving with this speed. So mass into velocity I must say. So mass into velocity gives you momentum. So you can replace this as h by p. So here you can say that this wavelength is of the wave which is associated with that particle which is moving. So here we got a relation between the wavelength and the momentum of the particle. So lambda is equal to h by p, and this wavelength lambda is also called as de Broglie wavelength. Right. We have just derived this formula that this de Broglie wavelength is given by ratio of Planck's constant to the momentum. Okay. Now, what if that particle is not moving with the speed of light, it is moving with some other velocity as v, let us say small v. So, what will happen? That momentum will be replaced by m into v, that is it. So, if instead of photon we have a material particle of mass m moving with velocity v, then the equation becomes lambda is equal to h by m into v, which is the expression for de Broglie wavelength. So, you can apply both the things. If I say lambda is equal to h by p, that means it is momentum. So, momentum can be of any of the particle. Normal particle moving with the normal speed, or momentum of photon it may be, or momentum of electron, neutron or proton. Like particles can be varied, their mass is different, and their what we can say speed, velocity is different. So, you can accordingly put it over there. If I say I have a photon, then we know that as photon is a part of radiation, so you can say a mass of photon into speed of light c. But when I say there is a normal particle, right, with mass m and velocity v, so you can simply give it as h by m into v, as simple as that.